PK and buy. Do you know what PK stands for? It stands for bankruptcy. Bankruptcy, I'm talking about this today because we know the recession is here. Do you know what happened with the recessions? Unemployment goes high, a lot of people lose jobs, a lot of people lose income, and then they have issues with the debt and payments, and then they need to do a bankruptcy. The question is, can you buy after you have a bankruptcy? The answer is yes. The thing is, how long do you need to wait to buy a house, to get a mortgage and get approved for a home? Believe it or not, you can buy with as little as 0-day waitings after the bankruptcy has been discharged. Or if you want to get a traditional financing, let's say as a first-time buyer, you want to buy with an FHA loan. Remember, the FHA loan are the loans for first-time buyers or people who doesn't own a property or somebody who wants to move to the property and they don't have any mortgage with them. So an FHA loan is the way that you can qualify with traditional financing 2 years after the discharge of the bankruptcy. There are some exceptions. If you have extraordinary circumstances, family issues, loss, or I don't know, health or whatever, you couldn't work for some times, and that's the reason why you did the bankruptcy, it might be possible to do an FHA loan only 1 year after the bankruptcy has been discharged. If you want to go without the FHA loan, then you need to wait a little longer. For conventional, it will be 4 years. Let's talk about bankruptcy just quick. Do you really need to go through bankruptcy? A lot of people don't know that. I have told to clients, I'm right now in escrow with somebody that the spouse have a bankruptcy. They have bankruptcy for only $18,000. Do you think you should do a bankruptcy for $18,000? I'm not a lawyer, I cannot give you legal advice, remember that? But I Google, and in Google I think it is your debt is more than 2 years of your income for credit cards or that kind of loans or financial stuff, then you might think about bankruptcy, an easy way to start over. But the way I look at it, you can always negotiate with the debtor to have a payment plan. And that way you can avoid the bankruptcy. And believe me, it's a lot better doing a payment plan for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. You don't have to pay for the bankruptcy. You don't need to have bankruptcy in your credit report. By the way, the bankruptcy in your credit report lasts usually around 7 years, depending on which one you do. Talking about acting or reacting. According to him, I don't know how do they do these numbers. According to him, 90 or 92% of the population react to everything. So pretty much he's saying only 8% of the people are acting, are taking actions to do whatever they want. They are preparing themselves. They know what they're gonna do. They know where they're gonna be. They know what they need to do. So you are taking actions for your life and whatever you wanna do in your life. And when he's saying that is this because a lot of people, majority, 92%, just react to stuff. Like, whatever, you get upset or you are driving and somebody get in your car, you react. Or you're on your job and something didn't go the way you wanted, so you react. But you didn't act before that, taking massive action to prevent the reaction. Are you taking actions in anything you want to do in your life or anything that part of your life right now? Or analyzing yourself, are you reacting to everything that's happening? What is happening first? You taking action to do something? Or you are responding to something that already happened, that didn't have anything to do. So think about that. Am I paying rent because this is an action, massive action I'm taking? Or I'm reacting, paying rent because I don't have a place to live and I cannot afford to buy a house? You see that? I don't know how that came up, but I'm in the business of mortgage and renting. Maybe what about you take massive action? You see you can qualify to buy something, and then based on that approval, you take action to find a place to buy. Instead of not doing anything and staying renting because it's too comfortable and you already know this is where you live, or you don't know if you can qualify to buy something. How the news for interest rate works, or how the rates react with the news, or how the news react with the rates, the interest rate for mortgage. So today, we are looking at FHA rate to buy a house, purchase 5.75. You want to refi, do rate and term, that is going to be probably your rate if you have an FHA loan. Rate over 6.5, Now we're gonna do 5.75. You can take actions to drop that rate on payment. But some people are reacting to the news that the Fed is gonna drop or cut the rates in September. So that means they are not gonna do anything right now because they are waiting for the Fed to take actions in September. And then after that news come over, they can react to try to do maybe a refi or buy a house. But the thing is, many people don't know the interest rate we have right now in August 21st, 2024 are already anticipating the cut of the rate that the Fed is gonna do 2-3 weeks from now in September. Whenever the Fed cuts the rate in September, this interest rate is already pricing that in. It's already anticipating the mortgage rate lower. So there is a possibility in September, whenever the Fed cut the rate, and maybe the rates could go a little higher if the Fed doesn't cut the rate deep enough. Like for example, everybody's expecting to have a 1/4 point cut on the rate. If that's what's gonna happen in September, more likely the reaction of the market for the rate, for the mortgage, is gonna be that they're gonna go higher because that was already anticipated, like the majority of the people were expecting. However, if the Fed maybe decide like, hey, you know what, we need to do something because it's gonna cut the rate by 1/2 point. If they do that, then maybe the rates are gonna drop lower than we have today. Don't wait to react. Take actions now. Right now, those are the lowest we have since last year or 2 years. If you need to refi, do it right now. If you need to buy, do it right now. Don't wait. Yesterday, we have a fantastic day with the kids at the game. We went to the Teoscar Hernandez bobblehead. I don't know if you've seen the news, you follow baseball. He got the Derby home runs this year. And with the kids, we were talking about that. They love the baseball. I love baseball, you know, I'm from Venezuela. And was fantastic. Was a blessing. Barbara Sebastian, I love you. Thank you for helping Daddy. You did amazing.